Yeah, game number 2 versus John. Goblins versus John. So I start off here with a Tarfire to a Deathrite Shaman. I do have a Æther Vial, so I'm not 100% sure if that was the right play. Let me know what you would have done. But whatever, that's what the fuck I did. So, I was thinking every time I'm playing Goblins, I always try to this is kind of random thought, but try to put voices to these little guys. You know what I mean? You look at a Piledriver picture, a Lackey picture, and you try to visualize how they sound when they talk. Well, for some reason, I don't know if some of you can relate to this, but I feel like Goblin Lackey will sound like Lil Wayne. I don't know why, but I just picture Goblin Lackey nigga, take one, siege gang, I'm the top. That's what I picture Goblin Lackey sounding like. But that is my random thought. Whatever. Him to Torak my shit here. So he's taking out Cavern of Souls and Goblin Matron. And we're a little light on land. So taking that Cavern with the Him to Torak is going to be a problem. So I do have Warren Instigator and an Æther Vial. And again, this is one of those other turns where I'm just like, what do I play first? The Æther Vial or the Warren Instigator? So 2 turns in a row. I hate feelings like that, but whatever. Cast Liliana. So now we're in deep trouble here. Real deep. So I'm going to discard the Warren Instigator. In my hand, I have a Tarfire and a Ringleader. The Ringleader is possibly the only card that can get us out of this. And I end up keeping the Tarfire because that is probably one of our only ways to kill that Liliana. I should have probably played... I mean, obviously I didn't know he was going to play a fucking Liliana, but the better play would have been Warren Instigator. He would have made me sack it, and then I would have Tarfired the Liliana. And that would have been a wrap for the Lily. But as you saw there, he had another Lily in hand that he discarded. So that would have not got us out the hole anyways. Alright. So at this point, we have probably come to the conclusion that 0 fucks were given. We were going to be far back in this game, no matter what. Abrupt Decay on the Æther Vial. Now we are looking very, very sad. He's going to discard a Lightning Bolt, and here we'll discard some Krenko action. We don't really need that guy right now. He also has Burn Willow out, so if he has Punishing Fire, we are in deep trouble. Here comes Bloodbraid Elf. And this is kind of funny, actually, because he's going to Cascade, of course, into the Punishing Fire, because out of all the cards he could have drawn, they could have just locked us out of the game. That would have been it, and he gets it. So we're going to Tarfire the Bloodbraid Elf here, trying to clear the board a little bit. Discarding Ringleader. Finally, Chieftain. Boom. Take 2. We're so far behind here that you could probably just scoop City. So he forgets that he has the Punishing Fire in the graveyard. But he's so far ahead that, it doesn't really cost him the game or anything. But realizing that you have the Punishing Fire in the graveyard can just... I mean, it would just shut me out of the game completely, because you would just be able to kill every threat and take Lily every turn. So now he has Sylvan Library, so now he's going to be able to do some library manipulation, which puts us in really big trouble here. But, we're going to play it out. See what happens. But as you see, he is going balls deep all up in our sugar wall. So Tarmogoyf comes down. And as you can see, we have all the cards in the graveyard, except for enchantments. So we're counting here. We have tribal, instant, creature, land. I mean, you fucking name it. It's in that bitch. So we're like, yeah, he's pretty big. I believe he's a 7-8 or some shit like that. Whatever. It's fucking Tarmogoyf. And we're like, alright, we don't have a fucking 7-8 dice, so we'll just whatever. So he's gonna make me sack a creature, but if he would have known about the punishing fire in his graveyard, he could have just killed it, because he could have got it back last turn and then killed the guy and continued taking Lily. But, you know, we're not putting any pressure, so it doesn't really matter. Tarmogoyf coming in, smashing action. And I notice I reduced 6 life instead of 7. Because I don't even math, bro. It was an honest mistake. It's not every day you see a 7-8 Tarmogoyf. Just saying, if you happen to give a fuck. So, I think now he's going to probably realize he has the punishing fire in his graveyard. Realizing that a few turns ago would have ended this game a good, probably 2 turns ago. At this point, there's really nothing we can do to get out of this. Lock. If you know, comment at the bottom and let me know, because I sure as fuck do not have any idea. So he kills the Piledriver with the punishing fire, so he's aware of the punishing fire now. I was supposed to gain a life, which puts me at 5, which it doesn't really fucking matter. But there it is. That is game number 2. Now we're gonna move on to game number 3 of the Goblins versus Jun. So I kept a hand with Pyrokinesis, Warren Instigator, Goblin Matron, I believe Krenko, Cavern of Souls, and an obvious mountain. So he leads off with Deathrite Shaman here. We draw a Gempalm Incinerator. And now we have Warren Instigator in the motherfucking house, ready to fuck shit up. And Pyrokinesis, new addition to my list, ready to go balls deep, hitting all kinds of sugar wall action. At this point, I'm feeling real good, because I know whatever he plays, I'm gonna kill, and I'm gonna get in with that Warren Instigator and get up in them sweet, warm sugar walls. Sorry, that sounded disgusting. Anyways, he's debating here. I'm playing something, man. I thought he was going to play a Tarmogoyf, which I don't give a fuck if he plays a Tarmogoyf, because I have Pyrokinesis in the fucking house on deck, and I would have killed both of them bitches anyways. But his next play really surprises me. It was an odd one, I'm not going to lie. He wastelands his wasteland, and then he removes it with the Deathrite for black and casts a Bob. Now, doing that and casting a Bob, I guess because he wants to draw into stuff. And I'm wondering if he was really, because at that point, for making that play, you're definitely going to let the Warren Instigator hit you. You're not going to block with your Bob, because, I mean, you sacrifice all those resources to get a Bob out. You're telling me you're going to let that Warren Instigator hit you. So I guess he, something was going on and he needed more cards. But whatever. We killed them bitches with the Pyrokinesis, and now Warren Instigator is going to smash on through. So we're going to go ahead and play the Matron here. And I'm going to grab a Siege Gang. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I'm not even going to lie. I didn't even know what to grab at this point, because I was so excited. So excited. It was like the first time of fucking a bitch. You just don't even know what to do. So I grabbed the Siege Gang because I didn't know what to grab, and I felt like that's a good idea, man. Maybe I should have grabbed Ringleader, but whatever. Siege Gang is pretty good. Siege Gang, Krenko, and at this point, I mean, it is good game. I don't see him coming back from this. How many goblins do we have here? We have 4, 5, 6, 7 goblins. So next turn we'll be making 7 goblins. So he plays a Tarmogoyf. We have an instant creature and creature. So he's 2/3, which is fine. So draw a land here. I go to sack 2 tokens. I'm like, wait a minute. I got Krenko all up in this bitch. He was hiding though. You see him? He's hiding in between those cards. So I'm gonna Krenko here and get 7 tokens. I'm going to end up sacking 2 of the tokens to have Summoning Sickness to kill the Tarmogoyf, which leaves me with 5 tokens here. And then swing with everything. I mean, at this point, there's really nothing he can do. It is good game. It's a wrap. Goblin action, Pyrokinesis, Warren Instigator, fucking all kinds of shit up. Well, there you go, guys. There's the game. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you guys for watching.